Okay, hello. So today I'm casting map 2 of the semi-finals of PGL Bucharest 2025. G2 versus Complexity on Dust 2. G2 have been flawless in this event so far, and Complexity have been a bit of a Cinderella run to the playoffs of PGL Bucharest, so can they take it all the way to the finals? We'll have to see. Alright, so this is the semi-final. This is the second map of the semi-final. G2 took the first map. Can they close out this game in this map? Can they take themselves to the first finals they've had with Heavy God on this roster? Let's see how they do this today. Could be Monacy's last event with G2 as well. There's a lot to prove here for the team. A lot to prove for Monacy. And they're all rushing out A here. The kills are coming through. Hunter and Monacy. Hunter getting a double. Monacy finding the rest. And the round's over before even started here. What have they done? It's just complete mowdown. Zero resistance there from Complexity. I'm a bit confused. They've just completely mowed them down. I don't know what happened there. Flashes, smoke, maybe not come through. Maybe didn't invest enough in utility. It just seemed like G2 had everything to gain from that. They were the advantage straight from the start. I saw a couple of flashes come over, but ultimately G2 mopping the floor with them. Malb's on short. Can he find one? Can you see the heads come through to him? See the heads come through, but he'll want to keep his own. Grouping back up with Monacy. Nobody over at doors for the moment. If they push through here, if they find a nice timing, they could get this, but smoked off for the moment. Keeping this mid-control, staying there. Malbs was on the pixel peak, comes off after seeing JT around the corner. Gonna back up over towards mid, just as the smoke is deciding to fade. Still here, looking like they're gonna want to go over towards A. Mal's gonna be only live defense. He'll block the smoke. This will put them at a good advantage here. This will be good. He'll have the bodies queuing right up for him. Running up towards Hunter. They take out Hunter nearly immediately. He's done nearly nothing there. Mouse finds one, gets traded out, but Snacks, he's stuck here. He's stuck between multiple people. He doesn't know what to do. He's stuck in limbo. He gets caught off guard. And they find the site free for them after those kills come through. Heading on Monacy left in the clutch, running up towards tunnels for the moment. Hallzerk is the only one holding this. Holding with a scout. Gets a nice headshot here. He could be set up really well. Tags onto Monacy. He knows there's two there. Tags Heavy God as well. Doesn't get a kill. They're going to rethink this. They aren't going to go for this. They're both down to really low HP. They aren't going to want this anymore. And that's a nice round from Complexity. Not allowing any conversion for G2 too early on. Keeping it competitive. If they're lucky, they might get a safe rifle here, but they're running towards Monacy. He'll find one. He won't find the second one, but 6 will go down to the bomb. There's nothing saved, but still another round for Complexity. Heavy God gets to keep the M4 for the CT. Probably going to be the hero M4 on this side. Unlikely to be much of a buy here. A bit of utility. Oh, there is going to be a scout in the mix for Monacy. Scout and a deagle. And a bit of Kevlar. Just want to see, they are going to go into this, to be fair. Going to want to maintain the pressure against Complexity. Queuing up for middle for the moment. Maybe think of a rush, but they're going to forget about this. Mab's going to go into a little tunnel, see what he can get. Heavy God's going to get flashed off the angle at long. Long is theirs for the taking. But Complexity backing out of it for the moment. Going to reassess their options. Tunnel's control has been taken for G2. They know there's nobody there, but they've just missed the timing on this. Complexity are going back over towards long. They're staying there for a little bit longer. They would have found plenty of bodies queuing up for them, but they've just sent 4 over towards A. 4 on A. They think Complexity are all long. It's only Hunt here with a pistol. See what he can do. He hears the footsteps come through. He finds one. Does get traded out. Closest one Snacks with the flash coming through. Flashes one. Keeps him at bay for the time being. Bombs dropped in the open. Albs gets grim. That's a good kill there. Just taking off the mid holder. lurk, but once again in tunnels, 60 gets completely dominated by the three of them in tunnels at this point. It's only JT and Halls to come through. He finds a nice timing onto Snacks, leaves all three of them to come out of long. The teamwork here, JT and Halzak finding all of the kills in this round. Who needs the rest of the team when you got these two? The two that may have been on this team the longest out of all of them, showing the young blood how it's done. It's another round for complexity. G's are going to go straight into a full save, as you can imagine. Wanting to get back into the buy quickly, give Munsey his fabled AWP. And it's 5 people in mid. Should be a mow down here. They find one. Snacks gets one, so he's lucky with that. Grim comes clean up. And that is a very quick round. A couple of quick rounds coming out of this first half so far. And this puts him at a nice place. Munsey gets his AWP. Not much you can do with a full eco, but it's worth the idea. Sometimes successful. Just not that time. Have to see how they come into this round. I've got some residual buy though. If Complexity lose this, they should still be able to buy into the next one. Standard setup. I mean, 3 over towards long for the time being. There's Malbs, maybe not always wanting to be here. Yeah, I can take this control back. Aren't going to find it. Heavy Gold spamming through the smoke. Goes through his whole mag. Grim's going around the corner. Wants to find it. Munsey has got Heavy Gold's back though. That puts that to sleep. Now it's only 3 left for Complexity. Munsey is going back to hold short. He might have good timing for this. He finds Halzak. 2v4 now. 60 and JT over towards mid. What can they do? Both bomb sites are protected by 2 players each. Which of the worst poisons do you want? Maybe just save guns at this point. Maybe waiting for the 60 flank. I say flank, just retake of control over towards long. See if he can get anything at this point. G2 are going to go prodding, assuming they're over at mid for the minute. JT going to put some presence. He's got a couple of Molotovs to work with. That Halton Bay for the minute. For the moment, A-Site has got a clear runway. 60 going to have to smoke this to make the cross, or else he's going to get taken out by Munsey pretty easily. But he's just going to keep it reserved. No, does use the smoke. JT gets a bomb planted. 2v4 post plant. Munsey finds 60. It's him left. 3 kills already. Can he make it a 4th? JT left. The captain of this team left in a 1v4. 3 over towards short. He gets 2 of them, but cannot find the rest. 2 is still pretty good for that scenario. You got nearly all of the firepower of G2 going up against you. Not a whole lot you can do. It was a good hold off whilst you had it. That's going to put another one on the board for G2. Bit of a slow round. A lot of them getting taken out quickly over at long. Didn't get any control back for the trades, but not even trades they were. Just didn't have what they wanted in that round. Lucky enough to get the bomb planted at all. Just finding a nice timing onto G2 as they went over to check mid. Ultimately, doesn't work out. Good try. Still got some decent guns. Halzak versus Munsey AWP. Who wins this? Munsey's going to go off the angle. 60's pushing through mid really early here. Nobody's holding him for the minute. I mean, look at this. He's got so much space to work with. They don't know he's here. Snacks may get the peek onto him. But they're all queuing up for this. Smoke over towards A. And now they've got a clear runway pretty much. Hunter's going to come here. Snacks and Munsey have got a lot to defend. Halzak finds Munsey a critical kill in this round. And they're going to reset that bollocks. They're not going to go and commit towards anything for the minute. Almost queuing up on short for the A site. 3 people here to defend for the minute. Heavy God on long. Malves and Hunter on the A site. Snacks and stuff on the B site alone. They aren't going into the more favourable situation. They have to play this well. 35 seconds left. The mollies come through. Hunter's mollied out. Just on the edge. Malves gets caught out. Hunter on the edge does get found as well. Heavy God wants to keep his gun at this point. Not going to go for the fight. Maybe wait for Snacks if he's lucky, but for the moment, that's 5 alive. Polzak with the triple as well. With all the kills in this round so far, all just his. Heavy God and Snacks just want an X out of this round. Snacks has the AWP. Wants to keep it for his boy Munacy. And Complexity aren't complacent with this. They are going a little bit looking for the minute. Snacks is going to see one over towards tunnels. So you're going to have the reactions for this. He'll be holding it for a long time. 60 peeks that dry. Gets that amazing kill. Insta headshot. And no AWP save too. This puts the round in a way worse situation for G2. They haven't got what they need to put that firepower, carry it over into the next. And Next has got 0 kills so far. The moral support. It's only round 7. He can bring this back. Also with the AWP, showing us what he's made of in this tournament so far. G2 haven't got a lot to work with. Heavy God placed over towards A long. Be completely open, but Hunter and Snacks got this crossfire. 60's gonna clear it, and perfect flash. Hunter gets taken out too. There is nothing stopping them going over towards B for the moment. Every single person of G2 is left over on short. Everybody just waiting to see if they can trade out Heavy God, or if they can be used as the trade for him. Could be walking straight into Grim. He's not holding it for the minute. He could be caught off guard as he sees 3 bodies piled over towards short. They know where everyone is. There's an AK as well, saved, picked up. They aren't going to go for this by the looks of it. Just want to keep what they've got. That's a nice, easy eco round for Complexity. Exactly what they need. Putting a bit of space between them and G2. G2's pick of Dust 2. They need this map to stay in this event. I mean, already this has been an incredible run for them so far. Very much weren't even considered to be doing very well this tournament. But so far they've taken down everybody there is. Taken down Aurora most notably, FaZe as well. Aurora maybe even favourites to win the entire event in this. But of course, playoff chokers they are. So Complexity gonna sweep them under the carpet. They were never there. Just Complexity's wheelhouse. They took out FaZe too, but at the moment, FaZe and Liege, they're all Complexity's old buddy. Not exactly found a honeymoon that other teams have with their new roster changes this year. Very disappointing, but the major will be the deciding moment for that team, for that roster. But for the moment, Complexity looking better off without him, which is a bit of a surprise. For the moment, currently a 3-point lead on G2. Grim slip past, they're going to be ready for this. Heavy God fully blind, isn't ready for Grim. Alps and Munacy on this angle. We've got long control for the moment. The bomb is remaining out long. 3 of them here. Malves will get 1. That's a beautiful little run around the corner just to get a quick one. Equalizes the player numbers. 4 on each side. But short, Malves is finding all the kills. Ready for Nyx on short as well. 60 gets revenge. Getting surrounded here. They aren't ready for this. Hunter's got a lot to do. The flash is brilliant. Hunter gets one. Spray just misses the second one. 2v2. Bomb's going over towards short. 60's got the space he needs to work with, but Munacy with the AWP is not to be overlooked in CT. Sax has gone the long way round. Are they going to be ready for the long push? They aren't looking this way for the moment. Both focus on Munacy. 60 just sees the feet. Also, he's ready for Snacks as well. That puts the flank away, and 60 finds Munacy peeking out from CT to give them another round on the back of the timeout. G2 not converting on their timeout. Munacy's still got enough for the AWP. Just enough. No Kevlar, maybe a flash if he's lucky. Maybe not even that. But they are looking for a full reinvestment in this round. Full reinvestment for Heavy God as he's got a bit of excess working up. And some deagles for the rest of the team. G2 going back over towards a long. So far, tunnels is the place being stacked for complexity. Snacks on this angle with the deagle, the lone B defender. As he calls some more troops over as they find some long control. Boring upper tunnels for the minute. Balzerk going to put some presence on short. Flashed away, doesn't get the connection. 3 of them on short for the minute. Aren't overextending. Snacks is up alone on the B side, gets taken out immediately. Massacre's on short. G2 will be victorious over there, but they still need to assess the problems at B. Open tunnels as Munacy can be ready for this on the angle. 60. Munacy's ready for it. Upper tunnels is open. Grim and Nyx left alone on this site. What can they do here? G2 are loving to take these retakes from tunnels. Nobody over towards mid. Going to be mainly on Grim. He gets one, gets traded out. It's all on Nyx here in the clutch. He gets one, Hunter on low HP. Nyx will get 4 in the round. That is brilliant from him. Starting off the first 6 rounds of this game with 0 kills, finding his first 4 in that round. His first 4 exactly when complexity needed him. Exactly what they needed. In this round, a 5-point lead for the moment. Double AWP setup coming out. Grim's got an AWP too. That's how much cash they've got. They can just go into these plays. They've got exactly what they want. And they've got G2 exactly where they want them to be. A second tactical timeout G2. Already. There is 1 timeout left for them. They can let, what, 6 rounds slip before they need to, before they lose this map. 2 so far. They need to bring up something miraculous soon, or else the game's going to start slipping away from them. Munacy's AWP is back in play. Just gets past Grim holding it. Balzerk doesn't find his pick over towards long. Munacy gets 60 though, puts G2 in an early advantage. For once they're in advantage. Short's left overlooked for the moment. Say that, Malms is back on that angle. JT with bomb, not anymore, is going back over towards short. The nade just misses. And Munacy finds another one. This is great stuff from him. Being the star player that G2 need in this round. JT's far up short already. Is Hunter going to be ready for this? No, he's not. JT's going to find that just on the edge of the smoke. And the only defender is Malbs underneath them. Underneath them on CT. They're going to have a free runaway here. He's got the nade. This could be good. There's JT and Halzok both on low HP. This is well placed. This could be great. Sadly, it goes towards Grim, the man with the most HP on complexity. 4v3 retake is required from G2. This is the first time they've had the guns and the util to do this. Can they finally get it? Balzerk and Snacks playing around on the other side of the smoke. Snacks, the spams are just missing him. G2 coming out from underneath. CT. They find the kills that they need. And it's only Hulzak left on short. He finds Snacks. What can he do against the rest of G2? Muncie and Malbs. What can they do here? And Malbs finds Hulzak. Only low HP. Muncie just gets the defuse. Finally another round on the board for G2. Stacks not letting Hulzak get the kill and go and regroup with his teammates, refight the defense his teammates have put up. But still, a great flash coming over, giving Muncie and Malbs the space they need to work on the 4v3. And despite the round win, Snacks is on MP9. Hunter's in short, he finds one. Him and Muncie teaming up to find two. Still Nick's back in. Hunter gets caught off guard. 3v3 is left. Snacks has pushed a bit ahead of tunnels. He's seen that the upper tunnels are clear. The molly's going to push Muncie away. They got a good inkling of where they're going to be. Investing some utility over towards A, but Bomb is still staying in tunnels. Nothing just yet. Formulating the plan complexity. JT with his master plan to defeat the once giants G2. Now fighting for every playoff appearance. 45 seconds left, the time is ticking down. Only Snacks on the B site. If they look to go over here, it'll be the path of least resistance to a bomb plant. If they can overrun Snacks like this, then that puts Muncie and Heavy God into the save. Snacks has got the element of surprise on his side. He needs to find one, at least. Does get Grim, puts him in a good position. Nix will see his back and shoot him away. Heavy God finds Hulzak as well. It's 2v1 for G2. Nix has just got to do this. He's going to push the smoke though, right in front of Muncie's eyes. And Muncie not ready for it, but Heavy God's got his back. That's another round for G2. The 3k for Nix. But still not enough. Heavy God will save Muncie's AWP, and that is 4 on the board for G2. Finally getting a couple of these rounds in. The rounds they need if they want to finish this series on this map. Still a map 3, but a 2-0 victory is better than a 2-1 any day. Who can find their way into the finals? Speaking of finals, this final round of the half isn't exactly the nicest buy for complexity. Snacks is still on the MP9 over on B. Gonna have to do some great stuff. Smokes can come through, but they're gonna blow this open and get a pick. Muncie flashed away, not gonna want that fight. Maintain his life. Now I'm sending the nade over. Finds a little bit on 60. He's now pretty weak. He's only got a Tech 9 and a smoke. Some Kevlar to his name. Not exactly what you want here. Muncie going back over towards mid. Malb's got a lot on his plate as he sees all 5 of them. Only a couple of them, but all 5 behind that duo he sees on short. He hasn't called to rotate over. They're going to push the smoke. He's got a lot to do here. He's blind and he's killed just like that. Heavy God's the closest to it, but he can do nothing here. He's got long, but Hulzak's got a scout with Heavy God's name on it. They're going to have to do the retake over towards short. 3 of them on short for the minute, looking to see for any pushes. If they decide to jump up, this could be a bit of a surprise for them. The triple nade coming through doesn't find any of them. Muncie missed shot. Hunter doubles down to make up for that loss. Now he's looking for 1v3. JT run down by Snacks and Hunter. Hunter putting in an overtime shift. 3 kills for him. Putting the half at 5-7. G2 at the disadvantage. CT side often more difficult on Dust 2. A very balanced map, but recently been seeing a more T-sided advantage. Going back into this round, what can Complexity close out on the CT side? G2 going towards B tunnels again. Complexity, they're pushing up through this early. They want the information. Mount will get the first one. Grim just trying to hold on to his life for the moment. He'll find one, but that will leave a free open runway over towards B. 60 smoked off. What can they do over towards a window? Bomb should get planted in a minute. Complexity forced out of the round as maybe an overextension puts them at this disadvantage. They're going to have to go for this over towards mid. Snacks, just if he can catch the timing, finds one, gets traded out. Still the 2v3. What can Complexity do here? Hunter might get overlooked. He'll find 60, and it's only Allzerk left. Allzerk who just wants to keep his life for the minute. Hunter comes through, double dinks him. Nice little pistol round. G2 didn't get the conversion last time. Can they get it this time? Yet again, it looks like Complexity wants to rebuy into this. Gonna have a little bit of resistance here if G2 wants to equalise the scoreline. Coming back from a bit of a deficit. Through over towards long, the flashes come through, they haven't peaked just yet. Slacks will spam through the smoke, get a brilliant timing onto Grim. Now this possibly the star player of Complexity, you could argue, taking over Elise's star player roles. Taken out of the round early. G2 with a lot of potential here. Finally, some more odds in their favour. A couple of MP9s. Over at long. But gathering up at mid. Nyx has gone searching. He's not seeing any presence over towards B for the moment, but he's just caught a bit of a timing. Hunter's re-clearing it. If Hunter checks this, he could get a kill here, but Nyx overlooked. But Hunter nonetheless wants to storm out onto the B site. Nobody on the site. Completely free entry. The door is unlocked. With a very easy entry. Hunter's holding this. G2 looking, not G2, my bad. Complexity looking to save what few guns they have over towards hit on the A long. Only Hunter to see if, only Nyx to see if he can get any exit kills. Nobody's coming his way. No kit, can't go for a ninja defuse. Just gonna have to accept that he's not gonna have any extra impact in this round. G2, all five of them queuing up in CT, trying to save their guns. Beautiful little sight to see. The team play come through. That is finally an equalised scoreline for Complexity. Going to use some of the guns they had last round, but mostly trying to save for the next one. A little bit to work with. Still not a whole lot on the CT side. Little check over towards long. Doesn't come to fruition. 3 people on B, but for the moment, short is going to be investigated most heavily. Maybe send a rotate over towards mid now that Nyx has cleared upper tunnels. Yeah, the execute, the nades coming out on short. Hunter drops down. Sees one right there. Can he get the kill with the long range Mac 10? 60 gets put in his place by Snacks. Grim, the nice dink as well. Snacks getting a double. JT's just holding this. He doesn't want to go any further after putting down to 30 HP. Nick's just catching his timing. Muncie doesn't see him. J2 will find Snacks overextending. G2 want the fight. They want what they can get. Halzerk will find a double. Is that finding Hunter and Malbs both in the same shot with the scout getting the lateral? That is brilliant. Muncie doesn't get to keep his gun either. Hedfield's the only one left, trying to keep his AK. Halzerk with 3 with the scout and 0 Kevlar. That's a beautiful round from him. Sadly, doesn't get any further. They don't get to win the round, but he can get some nice stats for HLTV later. Ultimately, one of the biggest step-ups we've seen this tournament. Definitely a powerful player. More powerful than we've seen in previous iterations of this complexity roster. Finding his new place. Talk about him with an AWP this round. We've also got Nix with an AWP. A double AWP setup coming out for the CT side. Often very nice to have on a Dust 2 CT side. If you got the money, why not? Nix, an unproven player so far. Maybe unproven with the rifle, but can he prove himself with an AWP instead? He's going to be solo on B, but G2 are coming out early onto long, taking that control as early as possible. Hunter in the pit, tagging JT, but they got to know where they all are now. No other contact on any other side of the map. Only long is where they've seen anybody's whatsoever. They might have cleared mid as well, so they might know. They might know that there's nearly everybody over towards long. G2 aren't budging. They aren't looking to go back out and reclaim mid. They aren't going to want to go back and try their chance at B, at tunnels. Nick's creeping up with the AWP. He's going to know something's off soon. Nobody's there. Nobody's home on B. So they've got to be all over it long. 45 seconds left. They're going to have to do something. Creeping up. The cross smoke comes through. This could be good. Only JT on the site. Going to get mollied out. Has to run his way back. 60 pushing through the smoke. Finds a double. Snacks finds him finally. And Snacks will get a double in there. Just to put it back. Halzerk with his AWP. Can't find anything. Muncie peeking over car. Finds another one. Just missing the shots for the moment. Nix will find him back. 2v2 post plant scenario. Now made a 1v2. Nix is the only man standing. Snacks with 3 kills. That round. That is a beautiful round from Snacks. You don't often see him putting up some numbers. Not as many as other teams perhaps. But still. This is finally nice to see something coming out of Snacks. Coming out of Snacks more meaningful than some of his other more disappointing games, but there's a time to do it. It's now. Coming into the semi-finals. If you're going to step up at any point, you might as well do it now. No tunnels controlled. 6E just trying to keep his head on. He's managed to get away. Sees a couple over towards mid, backs up. And he's going to come and meet JT to hold double doors down the end of mid. Muncie will find him. JT's left all alone with a deagle to try and hold this. Not looking promising. They're going to try and creep out here. Malb's going to get a little bit of info if he can. But Nick, staring face to face with Hunter, does win the duel with the inferior weaponry. All looking over towards mid. Nix will find one. toying with their feedack complexity. They got everything to do. Nyx will find a second one, a third one even. He'll get a fourth. Nyx isn't always activated in these rounds, but when he needs to defend his bomb site, he will show you. He will show you exactly what he's capable of. Doesn't get the consistent kills. Somebody like m0NESY will get one pick every round. But Nyx doesn't get a whole lot of kills, but when he needs to find the kills, he gets them. Exactly what you need out of a player. Now back on the AWP. Double AWP again. Oh, Snacks. Beautiful placement. Tagging somebody through double doors. Tagging Nyx through the double doors. Currently the only weapon that's not a pistol for G2. Posted up in lower tunnels is the correct decision for him. And Nyx will overextend. Heavy God punishes that. B's open for the moment. What's going on? JT's close by with an AK just spamming through, but even with pistols, they've still got a decent runway over towards B. Some kills have come through as the smoke's blown open a couple times. m0NESY getting two of them through the smoke. That's filthy. Filthy from him. Leaves only two left for complexity. He hasn't even got Kevlar, he just picks up the AWP and just uses it like that, exactly how you need him to. And JT and Grim going to go straight into a save. Grim with an AUG, slightly unorthodox weapon, but didn't get to show its worth over towards A long as G2 just quickly overrun B site. Only Nyx there. Maybe should have held back a bit as support was a bit too far away to make it impactful. Grim in a unorthodox corner. If they decide to go any further, he could get a couple of kills here. Nothing going to come his way. He's going to keep the gun. There are going to be two AWP saves for G2. Whether they're going to use it or not, it's a different matter, but Complexity taking their first time out in the 19th round. They can use a good few timeouts here. They've only got, what, 4 rounds left after this one. They can take a timeout every 2 rounds if they want. Surprised you haven't seen any of them earlier. They've been at advantage most of this game, but for the first time at a disadvantage of 2 rounds, they're going to take their first one. But hey, if you're winning, who needs timeout? Snacks with an AWP. Hope to see greatness out of this. AWP posted up at mid. Doesn't find anything as of the moment. They like blowing open the smoke at long. Flashes come through, but nobody's home. They're going to use the flash. They've taken long control. Complexity don't know it yet, but long is overrun with the infestation of G2. Snack's going to blow open the smoke. Doesn't see anything for the minute. m0NESY over towards mid. Could have potential here. Allzerk does find Snacks. m0NESY finds one. Just trying to cross back over to see his teammates. 2 people on short. He's got 2 to deal with for the minute. 60's going to go on the edge of the smoke. Is m0NESY ready for this? He'll catch him on the way down. That is some great reflexes from him. Grim in this position as well. Once the smoke phase, he's going to have m0NESY looking right at him. m0NESY on every angle simultaneously finds Allzerk peeking double doors. Punishing that. And he finds poor Grim seeing every single body he can imagine over on short. Only Nyx left here. m0NESY going looking, looks down at that perfect timing, and he finds 4 kills in that round. How does he do this? He does it so consistently. It's absolutely unbelievable. No wonder he's got reportedly the biggest buyout ever from Falcons, so I mean, fair enough, fair enough. I can see why they want him. I mean, assume he's not got Word.exe on his computer, but if he's been at this height of Counter-Strike for this long, he can't be. Even though that's despite the disgusting plays and Allzerk is disgusting with it too, taking an AWP to a close range duel. Not often where you see it, but so impactful as he manages to slither his way out of tunnels, keeping his life, putting them at an advantage. G2 only need one more round to get to match point. Complexity have got a lot more rounds ahead of them if they want to take this map. G2 are so close to making the finals of this event. Their first finals in a little while, especially since Nico left. They had a couple of finals towards the end of 2024 at Blast World Finals, I believe. This will be a welcome surprise to the G2 squad. There's Complexity the only barrier ahead of them in this game. Have to see who they go up against in the finals. At this point, most likely Falcons at this rate. With FaZe not looking so powerful and impactful. G2 queuing up over towards Long. What can they do here? JT spanning through smoke. It's Heavy God really weak. Allzerk doesn't find the connection of the shot. Grim will get Heavy God, finish him off. JT and Nick's gonna go for the boost. Loads of these kills coming through, only 10 seconds left. Bomb will get planted for Hunter. And Mal like flicks around, ready for the boost. Allzerk find another one, 2v2. Hunter makes that one. Hunter with the triple kill gets rid of nearly everybody in Complexity to bring G2 to match point. Absolutely brilliant from Hunter. The last Kovac remaining on the team, doing exactly what Nico left. Nico left the shoes and Hunter has filled them brilliantly in this match. Exactly what you want from a man of the caliber of the Kovac last name. They're rushing out over towards Long for the minute. 60's the only thing between them. 60 with the running SMG, they can't hit him. Grim and 60 doubling up. And it's a flurry of kills. They've just completely wiped out Long. Only Malb's left. Even getting dinked through the smoke. He's only on 30 HP against 4 people. Unlikely to be winning the round, let's say. Pushing out. Just wants to get it over with. JT will get a triple kill in that round. Absolutely stellar defense from Complexity. I think that's maybe what's made them so good in this event so far. What's allowed them to get this far in the tournament. Absolutely incredible defenses. No dead weight on the team. But G2 are at map point, still with guns to work with. Complexity, a crucial round if they want to have any chance to secure the finals. Grim's gonna go looking through the smoke. Maybe this could spell disaster if Heavy God checks this. Just on the edge of it. Heavy God. Just gonna see it. Grim gonna walk a bit further back. Not gonna give up this. Flashes come through, lower tunnels. Mouse peek straight into Allzerk. Can't do anything there. Complexity at an advantage, 5v4. Grim finally backing out of Long, giving Heavy God his space to work with. Hunter singes toes. Lock mid presence, 60 gonna see if he can peek down onto Hunter. Not gonna go any further, just hold it on the edge of short. Currently G2 holding their positions, 40 seconds left, they've got to make a decision, they've got to do something soon. 60's going to move up, see if he can get Hunter. Muncie will trade him out. JT left at mid, he's going to get peeked in a sec. Snack spots him out, finds him through the smoke. It's a 2v3. Complexity have got to do this. It's only Nick's left. Only Nick's left in the 1v3 against G2. G2 are so close to finals. They're going to get this. Spams out Heavy God. But Snacks will find the trait, and G2 send themselves to the finals of PGL Bucharest. Great game from both sides today. G2 punching their tickets to the grand finals, and a sad end to the run of complexity. In the end, against Falcons in the final, G2 lost, comes second place, whilst Complexity lost to FaZe in the third place decider, hence coming fourth in this event. Thanks for taking the time to see this. Please do give me any feedback on the casting, as I'm always looking to improve. Thank you. Bye.